Well, if your idea of a border derby is a stuffy affair with a lot of grunt but very little glamour, then this game will definitely surprise you. It was the curtain raiser to the National 1 match between Melrose and Gala, and it was Melrose Storm versus Gala A at the Greenyards. Both teams hadn't been beaten in a game this season and were committed to throwing the ball about, and it was Melrose who scored first early on, with James Brown setting the tone with his score under the posts, converted by captain Ethan McVicker. They soon doubled their lead with a pushover try which could have been scored by anyone, but our guess was it was Will Ferry who got the ball over the line for a converted score. Gala's Matt Reid almost reduced the deficit when he followed up a kick ahead to the line, but referee Stephen Turnbull judged Matthew Bertram's off-the-ball challenge to be okay, and the chance was gone, with McVicker getting back to clean up. It was end-to-end stuff, and Gala got on the score sheet when scrum half Mark Amos saw Dean Keddy, playing in the back row today rather than his normal standoff position, change direction and go in unopposed in the corner. The strong wind in the Storm's favour in the first half meant we saw a territory game being played, and Xander Ramage put in some pinpoint kicks to make sure his team played in the right areas of the pitch. This led to a penalty which McVicker popped over at the end of the first half. So 17-5 at the turn, plenty more entertainment though in the second half, and some terrific rugby, including this try, which started inside Melrose's 22, with James Brown retrieving a kick from Matt Reid. Once he found his footing, he set off up the park, making good ground and taking play over halfway. Gary McWilliam was on hand to take the ball further. Good recycling brought in Will Catterall to play his part too. Then quick ball to Xander Ramage, and the fly half put in a peach of a cross kick, knowing that the penalty was coming, but they didn't need it, and Robin Sharp took full advantage to wrong-foot the Gala defence, and he completed the move for a stunning try, which Ramage converted to put Melrose Storm 24-5 up. Melrose were going for the jugular now, Mvelasi Julian putting in some good work in midfield before the ball reached Matthew Bertram, and he broke through tackles before being brought down by Matt Reid. Gala certainly played their part in an entertaining game and weren't giving up. Dean Keddy took a quick penalty near the line and put Lockie Milne in for a try, which Keddy converted as he reverted back to his more familiar role at fly half. Gala A were comfortable running from deep, and Matt Reid found space out on the left but was well tackled by Scott Wilson, but good follow-up by John Turnbull and Keddy helped continue the move before Enoki Legavai brought the move to a halt. But the Shadow Maroons were sensing the Storm were creaking at the back, and they continued the pressure, which resulted in Adam Keeler getting over the line, just managing to ground the ball right in front of the referee. So all of a sudden, with Keddy again successful with the boot, it was now a 5-point game. But despite playing into the wind, Melrose found an extra gear to stem the tide, and Lewis Baird came off the bench to make this cracking break to set up this try from Connor Spence, who got past Richie Rutherford to finish off an excellent team try. Ramage popped over the conversion, but Melrose weren't stopping with just 4 tries. They wanted a 5th, and Ewan Lindsay took a quick penalty out to Julian, then Wilson, followed by Baird, and finally to Connor Spence, who completed a brace. Well, that was the icing on the cake and capped off a really entertaining game which went the Storm's way. Final score at the Greenyards, Melrose Storm 36, Gala A 19. Well, James, that was a great win. You remain unbeaten.
Yeah, it was an absolute a privilege to play for the Storm as always. I think the key point was we just started really well. You know, we came on that pitch, great drive, great attack, really solid defence, set good foundations going forward. It got a wee bit spicy in the middle, you know, and it was a bit scrappy at times. The accuracy wasn't, it was a bit sort of wayward, but that kind of second half of the second half was really good, really punchy, really impressed with the lads, and like a wee bit of a mix of experience with Mike in the centre there, Gary McWilliam, and a lot of young lads are really stepping up to play.
And everyone was throwing the ball about. I mean, it really was an entertaining game, and you were involved with one of the best tries. Tell us about it.
Well, that's what Bruce and Rob and the coaching staff here at Melrose have been really encouraging. Play rugby, defence will come, you just keep working at that, it's guts, but the attacking rugby, the fluid play is really what we're trying to sort of establish here.
But you started off the move and took it over to halfway, and then of course it was recycled very quickly. Tremendous cross kick, and then Robin Sharp had the ball and just dived in. Brilliant.
Well, this is it, and it shows the talent we've got and the depth we have in our squad now. There's some really juicy players there, Xander ping it in deep, and then Rab picks up and off we go. Just great across the board. great work rate from everyone.
And of
So
course,
sharp.
just seeing the likes of yourself in the Storm team, it shows the depth that Melrose have got.
Yeah, well, this is it, you know. I've been in the Storm for many years, played a couple bit for the first, you know, and just to, regardless, just putting on the jersey for Melrose is what counts, and that's what's the most special thing. Coming down here, playing the derby in a Melrose shirt, doesn't matter ones or twos, just putting a massive shift. Love it. It's
Great
great.
result for you, well done.
Yeah, thanks so much, Stuart.